Welcome to Exam Sale. In this quick guide we will walk through the full syllabus for the test prep, Scholastic Assessment Test and explain what to study and how much time to allocate. Overview of the exam content and weights. Algebra 17.5%, Advanced Math 17.5%, Craft and Structure 14%, Information and Ideas 13%, Standard English Conventions 13%, Expression of Ideas 10%, Problem Solving and Data Analysis 7.5%, and Geometry and Trigonometry 7.5%. Each domain has a stated difficulty level, estimated learning time, and a conceptual plus scenario-based assessment format. This video explains what you will learn in each domain and which topics are most important for scoring well. Algebra is 17.5% of the test and rated medium difficulty with an estimated 30 hours of study and a conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will learn to solve linear equations and inequalities, work with systems of two linear equations, and model real-world situations with linear functions. Key skills include graphing linear functions, calculating slope and intercepts, translating between tables, equations and graphs, and interpreting constants and variables in context. Practice solving systems and recognizing no solution or infinite solution cases to build accuracy. Advanced Math is 17.5% and marked hard, with about 40 hours expected for preparation and conceptual plus scenario-based questions. This domain covers nonlinear equations and functions, including solving quadratic, absolute value, radical and exponential equations, and identifying extraneous roots. You will also master factoring, simplifying polynomial and radical expressions, vertex form of quadratics, and modeling exponential growth and decay. Focus on discriminant analysis, intersections of graphs, and applying the remainder theorem for stronger problem solving. Craft and Structure makes up 14% of the exam, is hard, and requires roughly 25 hours of study with conceptual and scenario-based assessment items. In this area you learn to determine word meanings in context, evaluate high-utility academic vocabulary, and analyze authorial intent in literary and scientific passages. You will practice identifying text structure and purpose, understanding how sentences function within a paragraph, and tracing shifts in focus across a passage. Developing precision with Tier 2 vocabulary and recognizing nuanced synonyms will improve reading accuracy. Information and Ideas is 13%, medium difficulty, with about 20 hours of study and a conceptual plus scenario-based format. This domain trains you to identify main themes, extract explicit supporting details, and summarize complex scientific or historical texts. You will also learn to select and interpret textual and quantitative evidence, integrate data from charts and graphs, and draw logical inferences from passages. Practice synthesizing information across a passage and evaluating the strength of evidence to master these skills. Standard English Conventions accounts for 13% of the test, is medium difficulty, and recommends 15 hours of study with conceptual scenario-based items. You will edit text for correct punctuation and sentence boundaries, applying commas, semicolons, colons, dashes, and correcting run-on sentences. The domain also focuses on form, structure, and sense, including subject-verb agreement, verb-tense consistency, pronoun antecedent agreement, modifier placement, and parallel structure. Clear command of these rules helps you correct errors quickly under time pressure. Expression of Ideas is 10%, medium difficulty, with an estimated 15 hours of study and conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. This section trains revision skills to improve rhetorical effectiveness, including integrating information, structuring sentences to emphasize key points, and drafting strong introductions and conclusions. You will practice selecting relevant data for a specific audience and using transitions to maintain cohesion and logical flow. Mastering rhetorical synthesis and transition choices raises your score on passage revision tasks. Problem solving and data analysis is 7.5%, medium difficulty, and suggests about 20 hours of study with conceptual and scenario-based items. You will work on ratios, percentages, unit conversions, proportional reasoning, and multi-step percentage problems, plus density and rate of change. The statistics component covers mean, median, range, standard deviation, probability, and interpreting scatterplots and lines of best fit. Focus on translating word problems into equations and reading data from charts to answer evidence-based questions. Geometry and trigonometry is 7.5%, rated hard, and requires around 20 hours of study with conceptual plus scenario-based assessment. You will learn area and perimeter formulas, volume and surface area of three-dimensional solids, properties of angles, and the Pythagorean theorem in coordinate geometry. Trigonometry topics include sine, cosine and tangent ratios, solving right triangles, converting degrees and radians, and applying circle theorems and the standard equation of a circle. Practice spatial reasoning and trigonometric problem solving to handle the more challenging items. That wraps up the syllabus overview for the Scholastic Assessment Test. Use the domain weights, difficulty ratings, and estimated hours to build a focused study plan, and concentrate first on algebra and advanced math, while reinforcing vocabulary and evidence skills for the reading and writing sections.